How do narcissists behave when they lose the number one person in their life? I hope everyone is enjoying their day. I appreciate your first visit. Our show helps narcissist-abused people recover. Today's film offers hope. You must realize that the narcissist lost the most honest person they ever met. Regardless of what others think, if you know how precious you are and have invested real work, love, time, and commitment into the connection, they will remember you forever. Narcissist victims will realize the relationship was bad after they regain strength and authority. They will also feel better about ending the relationship. If you're worried the narcissist is seeing someone else and doing different things, these glances are deceiving. They're struggling internally. Make sure they never know you're happy again after the breakup. Narcissists spend their life finding new ways to feel good about themselves, yet they never find nice partners, unlike you. Since losing you, their world has collapsed. Narcissists are deeply broken, regardless of how they manage things when the relationship ends, whether you break up or they do. Regardless of their relationships, they will always be dissatisfied. You are the perfect spouse because of your inherent value, distinctive traits, spirituality, faith-based connection, generosity, mental stability, organizational skills, and ability to operate a business, handle finances, and manage a household. You treated their kids like yours. Even family members said you were better. We've never seen them with someone as remarkable as you. Everyone noticed your beauty, intelligence, and friendliness. The narcissist will constantly mourn your loss. They regret releasing you and are embarrassed. This is why your major goal should be to maintain doing well despite past issues. Remember when you learned the individual you were working with had a narcissistic disorder that affected them. You left bravely after realizing this, and you're mending and growing. After all you did and gave up for the narcissist, you know they will struggle without you. The narcissist may find someone who meets their needs, but they probably won't be as kind and honest as you. You loved and forgived well, and kept accepting them back after they lied. The narcissist enjoyed that you could see others good even if they didn't. They knew your exceptional kindness and care. The narcissist knows honest, compassionate people like you are rare. They know most individuals are reluctant to give and love unconditionally. They realize what they lost in you. A partner who suffered and invested time, energy, and resources in the relationship. They wonder where to discover profound love like yours. The narcissist has injured many people, so finding true love seems unlikely. They may meet someone who cares about them, but they will constantly compare others to you. Since they can't find someone like you, they'll try to make their new relationships like you. However, their strategy will fail since you are their perfect mate and a blessing they wasted. Knowing your worth is crucial. Know that you are lovely, special, and provided value to the relationship. You must realize your importance, because the narcissist will too. They will never recover from losing you. You're unique and irreplaceable. You were genuine and honest, therefore no one will adore that jerk like you did. No matter your role or love, people will never forget that. Your love and devotion will be remembered. Despite your efforts to heal and move on, the narcissist will never let go. They may only recall your wonderful qualities and must cope with losing a special person. Ultimately, you win. They must understand that you made their lives brighter, easier, and more serene like no one else. Everything about you improved their lives. Your voice, presence, and response to poor behavior. They know you improved them, and the changes will endure a lifetime. People who have seen a narcissist date should know that it's a ruse to make you miserable and jealous. No true relationship, just a distraction. If they lied to you in their last relationship, they probably won't be honest with someone else. The idea that they may suddenly be honest with someone else is ridiculous and shows they can't form meaningful connections. Narcissists typically think on what they've lost when they're struggling. They remember how easier things were with you. You listened, advised, and supported them in those conversations. They no longer have that right. They can no longer depend on you for money, shelter, or mental support. Narcissists feel alone because they have no actual family or friends. They lost their only friend without realizing it. Because they feel awful about splitting up with you, they may check your social media, ask friends about you, or visit you. Knowing they've lost someone essential can make them try passionately and impatiently to get back into your life. As someone manipulated by them, you must stick to your decision to move on. When they try to drag you back into their pandemonium, resist. Close that door again. Continue to prioritize health and growth. Tell them you've moved on to greater things and are open to a lover. When they see your happiness and success, they'll never forget what they lost. Despite everything going wrong, I'm motivated to succeed because the narcissist thought they broke me. They assumed they left me alone and thinking. That person might be a narcissist from my family, friends, neighborhood, or church. I think everyone underestimated how much joy and enthusiasm I brought to our conversations. I'm not perfect. However, my actions were not malicious. I never cheated, lied, mistreated, used, stole, or circulated falsehoods to cause conflict. I choose to contribute well. Others were helped, respected, motivated, and pushed. Others recall and sense my tremendous energy. I always made sure I avenged wrongs in a memorable fashion. Being reminded that they will always miss someone real and irreplaceable weighs on them. This fact will empower narcissistic abuse survivors. Narcissists are deeply upset by your loss, despite appearances. As you walk on, they are sad and longing for you and wondering whether they can get back together or find someone as good as you. They will constantly think these thoughts, becoming a lifelong addiction. What happens if they marry, have more kids, or move? It's irrelevant. Narcissists must be removed from themselves to recognize their deep connection to you and what they've lost. The same as you. You're learning and improving, but they can't face and grasp their sentiments during your partnership. Narcissists often flee their love rather than admit it. This denial wounded and terminated the relationship because they prioritized their worst feelings over connecting and growing. After you've decided and stated, "I'm done," they must live with the consequences. It hits them that they missed the chance to make things right with the one who mattered, and that chance will never come again. This truth weighs them down and constantly reminds them of their losses. All of us won. We are survivors and proud of our story. Remember that we all have the strength to overcome obstacles and succeed. Understand and wield this power. I can't stress enough. Narcissists tried hard to bring us down but failed. We are stronger and more resilient than ever despite their attempts to wipe us from history. We'll speak last. We shall stand tall with joy and satisfaction, gazing at the narcissists and saying, "Well, that's too bad for you. I'm better now." I feel horrible for them because I've discovered someone worth my time, love, and energy. The narcissist has their own issues and confusion. They are bouncing between short-term relationships, wondering who they are, and struggling to make sound personal and professional decisions. They lost me, their success key and goal planner. They must confront this loss alone. Friends, winning tastes like this. Stop thinking on the horrible things that transpired or the narcissist did to us. Consider what they've lost instead. They lost something valuable. They lost you. Keep it in mind. I adore you all. We're thriving despite abuse. This excursion doesn't shape us. It illustrates how pain may be constructive. I appreciate your time watching this movie. Please consider today's message before leaving. If this movie touched you, like, comment, and share it with others who might find strength in our words. To receive more empowering content, subscribe. We should all succeed and help each other. Take care until next time. Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome back to our channel. Before we dive into today's topic, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for your ongoing support. Your likes, comments, and subscriptions mean the world to us and help our channel grow. If you enjoy our content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now, brace yourselves as we delve into the intricate realm of narcissism, exploring the 10 phrases that send shivers down the spines of these complex personalities. This journey promises to be nothing short of fascinating as we unravel the layers of the narcissistic psyche and dissect the intricate web of emotions that lie beneath their carefully crafted facade. Through our exploration, you'll gain invaluable insights into the underlying psychology of narcissism, equipping you with the tools to navigate interactions with these individuals more effectively. So, without further ado, let's plunge into the depths of this captivating topic and uncover the secrets behind 10 phrases that narcissists absolutely hate to hear. 1. Praise for others. Praise for others presents a significant challenge for individuals with narcissistic tendencies. These individuals find it exceedingly difficult to navigate situations where admiration or respect is directed towards someone other than themselves. Even seemingly harmless compliments or acknowledgement of others' achievements can evoke intense feelings of insecurity and inadequacy within narcissists. Their sense of self-importance and need for constant validation often overshadow any positive recognition given to others, leading them to feel threatened by the success or praise bestowed upon someone else. This reaction stems from their deep-seated fear of being overshadowed or seen as inferior, reinforcing their inflated self-image. Consequently, instead of genuinely appreciating and celebrating the accomplishments of others, narcissists may resort to downplaying or dismissing them in an attempt to maintain their own sense of superiority. Furthermore, this inability to acknowledge and appreciate others' achievements can strain interpersonal relationships and hinder collaborative efforts. Narcissists' preoccupation with their own self-image and relentless pursuit of validation can create a toxic dynamic within personal and professional settings. Their reluctance to acknowledge the strengths and accomplishments of others may breed resentment and diminish morale among peers and colleagues. Moreover, it can impede effective teamwork and hinder collective progress as narcissists prioritize their own recognition above the success of the group. Ultimately, overcoming this tendency requires introspection and a willingness to shift focus from one's ego to fostering genuine admiration and support for others, thus fostering healthier relationships and fostering a more conducive environment for growth and collaboration. 2. That's not true. Engaging with a narcissist's falsehoods or deceit can be a delicate endeavor, often met with defensiveness and hostility. Simply stating, "That's not true," can provoke a strong reaction from narcissists who are averse to having their lies exposed or their version of reality questioned. For individuals dealing with narcissists, navigating this aspect of their behavior requires a nuanced approach. Confronting them directly may escalate the situation, leading to further denial or even retaliation. Instead, it may be more effective to employ strategic communication techniques that encourage introspection without triggering their defenses. One approach could involve calmly presenting evidence or alternative perspectives that gently challenge the narcissist's falsehoods. By providing factual information or offering different interpretations of events, individuals can subtly encourage the narcissist to reconsider their position without directly accusing them of lying. Additionally, framing the conversation in a non-confrontational manner and expressing genuine concern for their well-being can help mitigate their defensive reactions. However, it's essential to recognize that changing a narcissist's behavior requires patience and persistence, as they may resist acknowledging the truth to protect their fragile ego. Moreover, fostering an environment of open communication and mutual respect can facilitate more constructive interactions with narcissists over time. By setting boundaries and maintaining assertiveness while remaining empathetic, individuals can navigate challenging conversations with narcissists while minimizing conflict. Ultimately, addressing falsehoods and deceit in a way that encourages self-reflection rather than provoking defensiveness can lead to more productive interactions and potentially promote personal growth within the narcissist. 3. I will not. When individuals assert their refusal to comply with the demands of a narcissist, they often encounter resistance and face manipulation tactics aimed at coercing compliance. Narcissists inherently crave control, and any challenge to their authority or requests can trigger a range of responses aimed at maintaining their dominance. In the face of refusal, narcissists may resort to manipulation techniques such as guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or playing the victim to sway the individual into acquiescence. Asserting one's boundaries and autonomy in the face of a narcissist's demands requires resilience and steadfastness. Narcissists may attempt to undermine the individual's confidence or question their motives to weaken their resolve. By remaining firm and unwavering in their refusal, individuals can assert their agency and protect their boundaries against manipulation tactics. 4. I cannot. Expressing inability or unwillingness to fulfill the desires of a narcissist can often be perceived as a direct challenge to their perceived superiority and authority. Narcissists thrive on control and dominance, and any indication of resistance to their wishes is met with disdain and frustration. They detest encountering any form of opposition or defiance, as it undermines their inflated sense of self-importance and disrupts their carefully constructed narrative of superiority. Consequently, when faced with someone who refuses to comply with their demands or expresses limitations, narcissists may react with hostility, manipulation, or attempts to coerce submission to regain a sense of power and control. 5. You lost. Informing a narcissist of their loss, even in trivial matters such as games or competitions, can significantly bruise their ego and provoke defensive reactions. Narcissists have an inherent need to maintain a facade of superiority, and any acknowledgement of failure or defeat threatens this carefully crafted image. Consequently, when faced with the reality of losing, narcissists often struggle to accept the outcome, resorting to denial or making excuses to protect their fragile self-esteem. Admitting defeat goes against their deeply ingrained belief in their own exceptionalism, leading them to resist acknowledging any outcome that challenges their self-perceived superiority. 6. You're wrong. Pointing out a narcissist's errors or misguided actions by stating you're wrong can often lead to defensiveness and hostility. Narcissists are inherently resistant to acknowledging their faults or imperfections, as doing so threatens their carefully constructed image of perfection and superiority. When confronted with criticism or correction, narcissists may react defensively, perceiving it as a direct assault on their self-esteem. Their instinctual response is to retaliate against those who dare to challenge their perceived infallibility, resorting to tactics such as gaslighting or shifting blame to avoid taking responsibility for their mistakes. In the eyes of a narcissist, admitting wrongdoing is synonymous with admitting weakness, a notion they vehemently reject to maintain their sense of grandiosity and dominance in interpersonal interactions. 7. I don't care. Expressing indifference or a lack of concern towards a narcissist by stating, I don't care, can have significant implications for their sense of self-worth and importance. Narcissists thrive on attention, validation, and admiration from others, viewing themselves as inherently superior and deserving of special treatment. Therefore, when faced with indifference or dismissal, narcissists may feel a profound sense of insignificance and rejection. Such statements undermine their carefully cultivated image of importance and superiority, challenging their belief that they are the center of attention and deserving of constant admiration. Consequently, narcissists may react defensively or aggressively to such remarks, seeking to regain control and assert their dominance in the interaction. Being dismissed or ignored contradicts their need for validation and acknowledgement, making it particularly challenging for narcissists to accept and cope with expressions of indifference from others. 8. I'm busy or not now. Refusing to prioritize the narcissist's demands or cater to their immediate needs by saying I'm busy or not now can often be interpreted as a rejection, provoking feelings of anger or resentment in the narcissist. Narcissists have an inflated sense of entitlement and expect unwavering attention and compliance from others, viewing themselves as deserving of special treatment at all times. Therefore, when their requests are met with delay or denial, they may perceive it as a direct challenge to their perceived superiority and importance. This rejection of their immediate needs can trigger feelings of frustration and resentment in the narcissist, leading to potential outbursts or attempts to manipulate the situation to regain control. In the eyes of a narcissist, any form of resistance to their demands is seen as a threat to their sense of dominance and authority in interpersonal relationships. 9. No in any form. Asserting boundaries and asserting autonomy by saying no in any form can be incredibly infuriating for narcissists, as they interpret it as a direct challenge to their authority and entitlement. Narcissists harbor a deep-seated belief in their inherent superiority and expect unquestioning compliance with their desires and wishes. Therefore, when confronted with a refusal, they perceive it as a threat to their control and dominance. The mere act of establishing boundaries or expressing dissent triggers feelings of rage and resentment in narcissists, leading them to react with hostility and aggression. Their reaction is fueled by a sense of entitlement and a refusal to accept any form of resistance to their demands. In the eyes of a narcissist, being denied what they want undermines their sense of power and superiority, prompting them to lash out in an attempt to regain control and assert their dominance in the situation. 10. Other forms of resistance. Any expressions or actions indicating resistance or refusal to comply with the narcissist's expectations are likely to provoke hostility and retaliation. Narcissists have a deep aversion to being thwarted or undermined in any manner. They expect unwavering obedience and compliance with their desires and demands, viewing any form of resistance as a direct challenge to their authority and superiority. Whether it's asserting boundaries, expressing dissent, or simply refusing to cater to their needs, any sign of defiance is met with intense hostility from narcissists. Their reaction stems from a profound sense of entitlement and a refusal to accept anything less than complete control over their surroundings and the people within them. Thus, individuals who dare to resist the narcissist's expectations must be prepared for potential retaliation as the narcissist seeks to reassert their dominance and punish those who dare to challenge it. In conclusion, recognizing the phrases that narcissists despise can provide individuals with valuable insight to navigate interactions with them more effectively. Whether by strategically using these phrases to assert boundaries or by avoiding them altogether, individuals can safeguard themselves from manipulation and exploitation when dealing with narcissistic personalities. By understanding how certain expressions provoke hostility and retaliation from narcissists, individuals can empower themselves to maintain their autonomy and protect their well-being in interpersonal relationships. This awareness enables individuals to assert boundaries confidently and navigate interactions with narcissists with greater resilience and self-assurance. Ultimately, understanding these dynamics fosters healthier and more balanced relationships while minimizing the detrimental impact of narcissistic behavior. Welcome to yet another episode. Initially, a baby narcissist appears endearing, akin to a puppy. However, they become distorted due to the indulgence and idolization by parents or others, all of which amounts to abuse, treating the child as an object. In fancier terms, the adorable puppy metamorphoses into an adult narcissist. This grown-up narcissist perceives themselves as extraordinary, akin to a deity. They actively seek a partner to indoctrinate and integrate into their delusional realm. This cycle persists for a couple of decades until suddenly, those decades vanish. In their later years, the narcissist dons a cap that blocks out reality. They become oblivious to their surroundings, ensnared in their own fantasy. They develop a lengthy white beard reminiscent of depictions of God in paintings, and eventually they fade away from the picture. This encapsulates the narcissist's journey in under 2 minutes. When it comes to navigating the turbulent waters of frustration, the narcissist presents a unique and often perplexing challenge. For them, even the slightest inconvenience can feel like a direct assault on their sense of self. Moreover, experiencing frustration in a public setting can be particularly harrowing for them, as it undermines the carefully constructed facade of grandiosity they strive to maintain. The narcissist's concept of frustration is expansive and peculiar. It transcends mere disagreement. It encompasses actions such as setting boundaries, asserting independence, or simply failing to adhere to their desires with precision. In their eyes, any deviation from their expectations is tantamount to a deliberate act of aggression. This skewed perception manifests as a profound sense of personal affront, as if the world is conspiring to inflict torment upon them. Interestingly, when a narcissist encounters frustration, it strikes at the core of their identity, dealing a severe blow to their fragile ego. Consequently, they find themselves engulfed by a sense of unease and vulnerability. This fear of confronting frustration becomes a breeding ground for stress and anxiety, gradually eroding their customary defenses and emotional equilibrium. In essence, they undergo a transformation, assuming a persona that bears striking resemblance to individuals diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. To elucidate, when overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, or frustration, narcissists may exhibit behaviors akin to those displayed by individuals grappling with borderline personality traits. These behaviors may include tantrums. How do narcissists behave when they lose the number one person in their life? I hope everyone is enjoying their day. I appreciate your first visit. Our show helps narcissist-abused people recover. Today's film offers hope. You must realize that the narcissist lost the most honest person they ever met. Regardless of what others think, if you know how precious you are and have invested real work, love, time, and commitment into the connection, they will remember you forever. Narcissist victims will realize the relationship was bad after they regain strength and authority. They will also feel better about ending the relationship. If you're worried the narcissist is seeing someone else and doing different things, these glances are deceiving. They're struggling internally. Make sure they never know you're happy again after the breakup. Narcissists spend their life finding new ways to feel good about themselves, yet they never find nice partners, unlike you. Since losing you, their world has collapsed. Narcissists are deeply broken, regardless of how they manage things when the relationship ends, whether you break up or they do. Regardless